There's a language that most people speak, yet very few truly understand. It's not made of words but of movements, gestures, and glances. A language that exists just beneath the surface, constant, deliberate, and powerful. Women communicate desire through this silent dialect every day. The problem? Most men never learn how to read it. Today, we'll decode the subtle body language women use to express attraction, so you never miss a signal again. Let's begin with one of the most powerful and often underestimated tools of nonverbal communication: the lips. When a woman parts her lips slightly as she listens to you, it might seem like a natural resting expression, but to the trained eye, it's far more than that. This seemingly innocent gesture often acts as an unconscious invitation, a signal, a whisper without sound. Her parted lips subtly mimic the shape of a kiss, triggering a deeply rooted response in the human brain, especially in men. It's primal, it's instinctual, and it's almost never accidental. Lips have always held a special place in the language of desire. From ancient art to modern advertising, the mouth is a universal symbol of sensuality and openness. And when a woman runs her tongue slowly across her bottom lip or bites it lightly in the middle of a conversation, it's not just a nervous tick. These are powerful, primal behaviors that date back to early human mating signals. You see, licking does more than draw attention. It actually enhances the lips visually, making them appear fuller, glossier, more kissable. This act, often performed unconsciously, sends a message: look here. And the brain does exactly that. Eye-tracking studies confirm that when a woman licks her lips in front of a man, his gaze instinctively drops to her mouth. He may not even realize it's happening, but his subconscious registers the cue. Lip biting adds another layer. It communicates tension, specifically sexual tension. It's a sign of self-restraint, a moment of pressure against vulnerability. When a woman bites her lip while looking at you, she may be expressing nervous excitement, arousal, or attraction. It's a small gesture, but psychologically, it can be explosive. Because in that moment, the brain interprets restraint, and restraint, in the right context, often reads as anticipation. And it doesn't end there. Even the act of applying lip balm or lipstick, especially in your presence, can carry silent intent. It draws attention to the lips. It makes them appear softer, shinier, more touchable. Now, let's talk about one of the most overlooked, but incredibly telling, forms of body language: touch. It could be a soft brush against your forearm in the middle of a laugh, a hand that lingers just a little too long on your shoulder, or maybe, during a casual conversation, her fingers graze your chest as she reaches for something. To many men, these moments seem random, coincidences, or polite gestures. But here's the truth: they're rarely accidental. Women who are attracted to someone often initiate small, deliberate touches. These aren't bold moves, they're tests, invitations, signals. The physical contact is subtle enough not to embarrass either party, yet meaningful enough to carry weight. In psychology, this is called tactile flirtation, a quiet way to break the barrier between two people and see how the other reacts. What makes touch so powerful is that it bypasses the mind and speaks directly to the nervous system. A light touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It creates warmth, connection, a sense of closeness, and when it's used deliberately, it can be incredibly seductive. The location and context of the touch matter too. A quick tap on the hand is friendly, but a touch near the chest, shoulder, or lower back carries a far more intimate message. If you notice she's finding small excuses to touch you again and again, during a joke, a compliment, a moment of silence, it's a clear sign of interest. The real question isn't whether she's trying to send a message. The question is, are you paying attention? Now, let's talk about something deceptively simple: hair. To many, hair might just seem like a fashion choice, a way to express style or personality. But in the language of attraction, hair is a far more powerful tool. It's not just a feature, it's a signal. A woman's hair can be a form of invitation, a curtain of mystery, or even a shield she hides behind when she feels exposed or emotionally vulnerable. When a woman flips her hair over one shoulder, she's not just fixing it. She's revealing the curve of her neck, one of the most sensitive, sensual areas of the human body. It's a primal move, even if it's done unconsciously. Twisting her hair around her finger, slowly and rhythmically, while maintaining eye contact. That's not boredom. That's intrigue. That's nervous excitement flirting with comfort. Sometimes she lets her hair fall forward as she leans in closer, almost creating a private space between the two of you. In that moment, she's creating intimacy with a gesture that seems entirely innocent. But the effect is far from accidental. These hair gestures act like signals on a hidden frequency. Most men don't hear them, but they're always there. The key is this: if she's playing with her hair while engaged in conversation, especially when she's looking at you with intent, her body is expressing a desire her words might never say aloud. Hair isn't just something she styles in the mirror. It's something she uses, gracefully, instinctively, to speak without speaking. And when you finally start noticing, you'll realize she's been communicating all along. Body language often speaks louder than words. And when it comes to attraction, posture tells a story all its own. Pay close attention to how a woman positions herself around you. If she angles her shoulders toward you, keeps her torso facing your direction, or subtly shifts her body closer during conversation, she's not just being polite. These are signs of genuine interest. Her body is telling you, I'm engaged. I'm focused on you. Even something as simple as where her feet point can reveal what her mind is thinking. If they're directed at you, she's tuned in. But the signals go even deeper. One of the strongest, yet most overlooked indicators of attraction is mirroring, when she unconsciously mimics your movements. Maybe you cross your legs, and a moment later, she does too. You touch your face, and she follows. This isn't random. It's a powerful, subconscious form of rapport building. Her body is syncing with yours, aligning not just physically, but emotionally. It's nature's way of saying, I feel safe with you. I want to connect. These cues are subtle, but they matter. Because when a woman mirrors your posture, it means she's no longer just present in the conversation, she's connected. She's responding to you on a deeper level, without needing to say a single word. So the next time you're unsure what she's feeling, don't just listen to what she says. Watch how she moves. Her body might already be telling you everything you need to know. Among all the signals in a woman's body language, none are more intense, more intimate, or more easily overlooked than the eyes. They're the ultimate window, not just to the soul, but to her unspoken desire. When a woman is truly interested in you, it often begins with a look. Not a glance, not a stare, but something in between. She'll hold your gaze just a moment longer than what feels normal. And in that extra second, everything changes. Her eyes may flicker from your eyes to your lips, then back again. This isn't random. It's an unconscious signal that mimics the rhythm of kissing, a nonverbal whisper that says, I'm imagining you closer. These movements are ancient, wired deep in the nervous system, and they bypass logic entirely. Even more telling is pupil dilation. When someone is aroused, the pupils widen, something the body cannot fake or control. So in soft lighting, during a quiet conversation, if her pupils grow just a little, it's desire speaking through biology. In a crowded room, eye contact can become a secret language, a private conversation shared in silence. One lingering glance across the room can say more than 1,000 words. It's bold, vulnerable, and electrifying. But here's the catch. You have to be watching. Most men miss this. They break eye contact too early, or they dismiss it as coincidence. But when a woman locks eyes, lets her gaze linger, and then looks away with a small smile, that's not chance. That's interest, raw and real. Recognizing it doesn't just boost your confidence, it transforms how you connect. Because once you start noticing the messages in her eyes, you begin to truly listen without hearing a single word. There comes a moment, subtle, electric, when her signals aren't just hints, they're declarations. When she leans closer, parts her lips, or lets her eyes linger a second too long, that's not by accident. That's her inviting you into something deeper. And if you miss it, you don't just miss a glance. You miss a connection, one filled with trust, confidence, and magnetic intimacy. This video is your guide to finally seeing what's been right in front of you all along. So if you're ready to unlock that silent, powerful language of desire, make sure to subscribe to Stoic 95 right now and tap the bell icon so you never miss a signal or a single video that could change how you connect forever. Stay aware, stay curious, and keep watching.